This video shows you how to build acoustic panels and bass trap wedges from PineWood, canvas and picture frames to make your room sound better. Here we've got some canvases that we will be stripping down, to its bare frame build. So firstly, grab a Stanley knife to take out the frame front sheet, So here I will be stripping off, the canvas sheet to its bare structure. Just take care that you do not hurt yourself, so always cut away from your body and not towards your body, But if you're cutting towards your body, make sure that you do not apply excessive force. Only apply reasonable force, enough to get the front sheet off, And that's because if you stroke your blade, erratically, you could hurt yourself. So that's pretty much the front sheet off. You can use a staple remover to get off the remainder of the sheets off the rectangular frame, or you could staple down the rest of them sheets with a staple gun, To save on time, I will just staple the rest of the rectangular sheet flush against the frame, with the aid of a staple gun and hammer, and then subsequently replicate or repeat and reproduce the process for other canvases. The next step of the process would be to strip the backing off your picture frame. Preferably use a wooden frame if you're worried about sound reflections. And so unlike the canvases, we're not stripping off here, we're just taking out the back, covering, and we're going to insert or embed some acoustic material within the picture frame. If you're working on a budget, you could use the canvases and picture frames, but a slightly costlier alternative would be to utilize them PineWoods. They're still cheap anyways, Just get some PineWood cut off from your local shop, get some Gorilla Glue or some super glue in between the shorter PineWood and the lengthier PineWood, then screw both PineWood pieces together to form a rectangular structure or frame. Just remember that the smaller PineWood sits in the lengthier PineWood prior to screwing both pieces together. And for a complete guide on how to build acoustic panels with PineWood, click on the link in the description. As I have only just glossed over or skimmed through the process here, the next step of the process would be to install a backing fabric or a burlap. Pretty much installing this breathable backing fabric behind the canvas, the picture frame, and the PineWood, all three of them structures. Here we will be using the PineWood and the picture frame as an example. So underneath the PineWood, place your backing fabric. Then subsequently, cut the fabric around the perimeter of the rectangular PineWood frame. Repeat and reproduce or replicate the process for your canvas and for your picture frame. Leave some room or tolerance so that enough of the fabric just about covers the depth or the thickness of the PineWood around its perimeter. For more details, click on the link in the description on how to build acoustic panels. The next step of the process would be to install RockWool into the frames that have got backing fabrics installed. For the canvases, cut the RockWool to size to fit, the perimeter of each frame. RockWool is quite flexible, so cut triangular portions to fit triangular portions, square portions to fit square portions, and irregular portions to fit irregular portions. The next step of the process would be to install a breathable front cover fabric on all frames that have got, embedded RockWool and the backing fabric. And so, if you're working on a budget, you can install your breathable bed sheets or a slightly costlier alternative, which is your acoustic fabric, if you're worried about aesthetics and quality. So, we're pretty much replicating the process as in the case of the back cover, We're just, spreading the front cover over the RockWool frame thickness or depth, and, using a staple gun to staple the front cover onto the frame. Depending on how thick your breathable front cover sheets are, you can double the material, or you can just use one single sheet if it's quite durable. And you can see that the cuts, on the front sheets are not exactly pristine, and that's because, these are the leftovers of, front cover sheets that have been utilized on other panels. And to save on time, I've just folded it to give it more of an aesthetic and pristine look. But you're better off with cleaner cuts, okay? So just take your time when you're cutting through and make sure that, you don't waste excess material. The next step of the process would be to install D-rings and hanging wire at the back of your acoustic panels. Drill to the required depth, select, the appropriate drill bit that is slightly underneath the threading profile of your screw. Mask your drill bit using the full length of your screw so that you do not drive too deep into the wood. Do not drill through the front fabric as the drill bit could get caught or stuck in the fabric. Raise the front cover fabric to install the D-rings, or you're better off installing the D-rings just before you install the front cover. The next step of the process would be to replicate or repeat and reproduce the process for the front cover acoustic sheets. And so, provided you've got, the required tolerance around the perimeter of your acoustic frame, which will evidently latch onto the frame's thickness, cut, around the perimeter of your acoustic sheet. Staple with a staple gun to secure the front acoustic sheet onto the frame, and backing fabric. And that's pretty much, the build or the assembly of your acoustic panels done for the cost-effective front cover bed sheets and the slightly more costlier acoustic sheets or quality sheets. And so the next stage of the process would be to assemble bass traps or wedges using picture frame, PineWood, breathable bed sheets, acoustic dampening fabric. For bass trap fabrication, click on the hyperlink in the description for short clips and useful links. And that's about it really. If you found the information useful, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, helps the channel grow, and hopefully catch up with you later. Goodbye.